TBT Naruto. Yeah. Yeah. It's like Iron Man theme song and Avengers theme song. Alright, let's get it. Alright, let's go. Hey! Hey! Alright.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live first-round coverage of the Mid-Season Classic. Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside my colleague Frank Nobilo here today calling the action from the cliffs at Lighthouse Point. And Frank, this course features some breathtaking scenery.
It certainly does, Rich. Changes of elevation, and it's in phenomenal shape. We've got to send our thanks out to the superintendent, Peyton Duncan, who's got the course exactly primed. You should enjoy it. You should enjoy the views. Take your camera as well. This is very scenic up in New England.
And let's go down to the first. Getting ready to start the round, Frank, what is the importance of getting off to a good start?
It's imperative, Rich, really. Try and find your rhythm, conditions of the golf course. Really get into the round as quick as you can.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Set up in the fairway, 200 yards from here. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
On the green, and a chance for birdie here on the first hole.
It's no snack, though.
Needs a few more of those. That was a good birdie.
Yeah, this time, that one gets him in the top 10.
Now at the second hole here at Lighthouse, it's a par 3, 234 yards. difficult hole, Frank, especially when the wind picks up.
It is, and you can see with that bunker on the right side, that's obviously the bailout area, because the problem side is to the left of this green. That's where the cliff starts to run all the way down to the ocean. This is a very difficult par 3, not just because of its length, but because it's exposed to all of Maine's elements.
That will be a great look at birdie. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll. Just moving that much closer to the leader now, Rich.
Now the third hole here at Lighthouse Point, par 5, 566 yards. He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Starting off the round very well here, Frank, hitting fairways.
Yeah, like any sport, really, you've got to get off to a good start. We always have that unattainable goal of perfection, but really that's what drives us forward.
It is on the green, but that will be a tough putt on the way. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Oh, he's going to love it. Great putt.
Let's get it. Let's go.
Frank, I like the mix of holes as we start out here at Lighthouse Point. Tough par 4, then a par 3. And now a scoring opportunity with a par 5 at the third.
Scoring opportunity with a good drive. Very thin fairway here, Rich. This hole is built for accuracy, and players off the tee, they're going to have to try and hit this fairway. Long fairway bunker runs almost the entire length of this hole, and it could act actually as a little helper, stop you going down by the cliff, because anything left, obviously, on that cliff line will go all the way down to the ocean.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. This looks like it's going to find the target.
No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie. Settles in over the putt. That's as bad as I have seen. Folks, that one is now on the fringe.
Don't think, just hit.
Oh, what an incredible shot.
Thank you for the announcement.
Let's get back to the action at the fifth. Couple of birdies already on the card. Still early, Frank, but we've seen some solid play.
This is exactly how you want to start the first round. He's gone for a little extra.
Wow, what impact. Absolutely crushed it. Frank, I know you like boxing. That was some heavyweight power right there.
Smoked it.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
12 feet still to go. That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
No, sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
So they'll tap in. Did the job right there. Now at the 6th hole, it's a par 3, just under 200 yards. Where's the challenge here, Frank?
Well, you've got to love that bunker on the left side, Rich, especially because it's shaped like a letter L. Got to fly that. Green's not too deep, so really the challenge is trying to flight that ball in amongst the breeze should it kick up.
Headed for the bunker, I think.
All right, hole in one. It's not headed for the bunker. It's out for a hole in one. Let's get it!
Frank, can you believe it?
Let's go!
7th hole at Lighthouse Point is only 370 yards, Frank. Are you happy if you walk out of here with anything other than birdie?
If you hit the fairway, you definitely should be looking at birdie, but the biggest problem here is to decide, Rich, what club to hit off the tee. You could hit a multitude of
That
clubs
was
here.
amazing.
The further up you go, the narrower this fairway gets.
Good tee shot, right in the short grass. Setting up for another approach, our featured golfer has continued that excellent play from earlier in the round.
Indeed, there's no better feeling in the world than when you know you're firing on all cylinders. Hitting fairways, second shot's just going straight at the flag. Right now, everything is working.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of
This time
mistakes.
is in the bunker, though.
See if he does it here. Not a problem there, Rich.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Well, a bit unusual. A third par 3 now on this front side. We're at the 8th. It's 165 yards, Frank.
And this par 3 looks nothing like the previous two. Heads towards the edge of the cliff there. Long green, almost a figure 8 or an hourglass shape. Bunkers left and right. Gonna have to be straight here.
We just saw a player in total control of what he's doing. Didn't miss a green in regulation all day long.
It's at sneaky distance.
Now comfortably inside that cut line, the former national champ makes birdie. We move to the 9th hole and we begin to go inland, Frank. I'll miss some of the views along the ocean. I won't miss the nerves with the potential of a golf ball sailing off into the Atlantic Ocean. That said, par 5, you think about a scoring opportunity, but then I look at the scorecard and it says this is the number 6 handicap hole. That's pretty tough.
It is, and the reason why is there's trouble both sides of this fairway, and that's normally sand and cliffs, and the designer's really thrown the boat out, excuse the pun. We are on the coastline here. This whole dog legs to the left, and ideally you just sort of like to go fairway, fairway pitch. That's the prudent way to play the hole, but of course everybody likes to chance the driver and reach the par 5 and 2. Miss, pay the price.
Now his third, staring right at the green.
Should be safely on deck.
Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. These putts keep the round together. touch of a locksmith out there, making everything.
Yeah, and the result, yet another birdie too. Totally in command.
Excellent front side, trying to keep it going here on the second 9.
He's just playing beautifully, hitting so many good shots, giving himself so many opportunities. Can he keep it going?
This is when the game is fun, Frank, when you get one high in the air and you have a down breeze and you just watch it stays in the air forever.
Yeah, the hang time on that.
He'll be pretty happy with that one. About 20 feet away in a good spot. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Perfect roll right there.
Anything other than a rookie. Great stroke.
Standing over the ball here at the par 5 11th. Now we go to the 11th hole, and this is a par 5, but it's actually shorter than the par 4 10th. This one comes in at 530 yards, and more evidence of the kind of creativity by the award-winning design team of Patel and Duncan.
Well, that's right. Patel really is known to be the shaper. He's the one that makes all those interesting shapes of the bunkers. For example, here, nipping it in the fairway, making driver almost too much club or very, very risky, plus the front bunker there. Now, this is a great par 5. The reason why, it's reachable, it's tempting, but you don't know what you're going to finish up shooting on it.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Chance to get it close here. That is classy.
Well, a chance of going in.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Thundering up the leaderboard, 10 under par for the tournament. What a birdie. Twelfth hole now, and Frank, the long hitters could have an advantage here.
If they want to take a very dangerous line over that left side, this is really where the shot maker has the advantage, that hole bending completely to the left. You'd like to hit a draw there, so use those bunkers down the through side of the fairway and then just sort of shape that ball towards the green. Interesting shaped green, really 3 different sections to this, and of course 3 bunkers, each protecting a different portion.
So where the hole is cut, just about 190 yards, Frank.
In the direction of the sand.
Looks like it. Sometimes you get breaks, and he got one right there.
Yeah, I guess the bunker was a little smaller than I thought it was. It looked doomed for that.
Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Just a couple of feet. That's a solid par putt. Well, well, well. What do we have here, partner? The par 5 13th, or is it a par 8? I can't tell.
It looks like a misprint, Rich. 702 yards, and not only that, too, they put the 2 fairway bunkers in a perfect place. Perfect place if they want to annoy your tee shot. It's going to take 310, 320 yards just to get past that. Then you've got a long, long way to go. And, of course, remember when you're on 10? This is the shared green. So 13 and 10, this is where they meet up again at the end of a long, long walk.
And now the second shot here at this par 5. Probably going to have to hit one more club here, Frank. A little bit uphill. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. That's good stuff right there. Wonderful approach, and now a really good look at birdie. Standing over his birdie putt. Pretty much doing everything right this week. 11 under for the tournament. Now to the par 3 14th. It is 240 yards. What a golf course, Frank. I mean, this tests the best in the world. I'm talking about McIlroy and Jordan Spieth and Ricky Fowler. 700-yard par 5s and nearly 600-yard par 4s. This is all you want.
It certainly is, and that's why the total yardage of this golf course is nearly 7,700 yards. This par 3, just a beast at 240 yards. One thing you want to do, though, is avoid Lake Zimmer. That big body of water to the right. If anything, though, look at the green. It shapes a little to the right, so you can use that left side of the green, which is away from the lake. It's a smart way to play this.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Looks like he just misread that. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. He'll take par and move on. '15th hole, and Frank, a return to sanity. 387 yards, par 4.
Yeah, second easiest hole on the golf course. Bends a little to the left. Just avoid the sand left and that little pot bunker on the right. And you should be set up with a relatively short iron in to a green that really the only problem is if you go long.
Excellent lie, 155 yards away. No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie.
It's no snack, though.
All right, good putt.
The rhythm of that stroke. Didn't try and bash it in the back.
Final par 3 on the backside. It's the 16th, 241 yards. Time to make a move as we are in the finishing stretch here.
When you give the scorecard a cursory look, you might think 240-something yards is a difficult hole, but this plays quite a bit downhill, so it plays more around the 200-yard mark. A fairly generous green, protected by the bunker. Oh, this is straight at it.
That's a really good line. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
As this putt for birdie. Knocking down all the shots today, now at 13 under. th hole is another par 5, 613 yards. Frank, how do you play it?
Only the longest hitters can get here in 2. It's 2 big hits, that's for sure. S-shaped fairway, so if you can't reach the par 5 and 2, you can still plot your way down there for a nice little pitch, and really great opportunity to get one back off the scorecard.
That one came right off the meat of the bat. He really laid into that.
More than got a piece of that.
Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his second shot. That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up, 18 feet from the bottom of the cup. Well, Frank, it's our job to get excited.
You can't when you leave it short, though.
I'm sad.
He's making my job hard.
Settles in over the putt. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, we've made it to the finishing hole. If you're having a good day, you stop and you reflect for just a moment. The beauty surrounding you, how well you've played. If it hasn't gone all that well, you're thinking about jumping on the Juniata Crossway Bridge off to the left and getting out of Dodge. He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball, and this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Ready for a second shot, trying to knock it on the green. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Frank, you surprised to see that name on top of the leaderboard?
I am surprised to see the name, but not that style of golf leading. It was great performance, especially tee to green. You don't often see people start that quickly.
Naruto over and out. And also shout out to Disney Plus coming out last week, 6 days ago on November 18th, 2019. It came out on November 12th, 2019. Not November 6th, but 6 days ago. And it's amazing, exciting, and pretty fresh. It had movies on there like Captain Marvel, my girl Brie Larson, and the original Endgame, Brie Larson also, she also on that, and all the major Disney Channel shows, of course. That's a Raven, and Eva Stevens, Lizzie McGuire. We're going for days naming them. The Wizards of Waverly Place, my girl Selena Gomez, and that's Raven, probably the best Disney Channel show of all time, and it's just timeless, and it's perfect. And all the other Disney Channel shows in there too. Liv and Maddie with Dale Cameron, some of the recent ones like that. Shake It Up was there. Coleman, Case Undercover is there also. Sitting with a Chance, Demi Lovato. Like I said, we going for days name. Jesse, Debbie Ryan, Zach and Cody, Sweet Life on Deck. Debbie Ryan also on Sweet Life on Deck. This is where she got started. And then you seen the original movies also, like Wendy Wu with Brenda Song. And Brenda Song also is in Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. And House of Musical, of course, the trilogy. House of Musical 1, House of Musical 2, House of Musical 3. It's perfect. So yeah, shout out to all of that, and shout out to Disney Plus. It's amazing. It's perfect. And also, speaking of Disney and Square Enix combined made the Kingdom Hearts franchise. Let's get Sora from Kingdom Hearts 3 on Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. It's time. It's necessary. It's been time. He should have been on there like 10 years ago, so it's like overdue at this point. Yeah, Sora should have been on there like a decade ago. On Super Smash Bros. So yes. Let's get him on there. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Let's get a story for Kingdom Hearts 3 on Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Let's do it. I want him on there. Like I said, it's just necessary. So I'm gonna do it. Let's get it. Let's go. And also shout out to NFL 100th season and Monday Night Football tonight. Finishing off week 11 of the 2019-2020 season, and it's out of the NFL 100 season. And tonight the Kansas City Chiefs play the Chargers, so yeah, shout out to that also. And also shout out to Supergirl episode season 5, episode 7, coming out yesterday on November 17, 2019. That's also amazing, exciting, and pretty fresh, just like I said it would be. And it's perfect. I'm Green Lantern, Elizabeth Benoist, Supergirl. It's just perfect. So yeah, shout out to that too. And with all that being said, TBT Naruto. Over and out.